What is up, YouTubers? We are back with another episode of Our 6D Journey. My name is Lucas, and I am helping you and me and all the other people of the world that are interested build, repair, and shift relationships. So I realized at some point that I was talking a lot about communication. I've had multiple videos about different things about communication. They're all kind of, sub categories of communication. And I'm talking to a friend today, and they're dating someone, and they're hitting it off really well, like intellectually, and the emotional thing is there, and they have similar interests, but they have not sparked up physicality yet. And the reason why I found that odd is because this particular friend doesn't wait very long for that. Like, physicality is very important, and it pops up quickly. And we're talking about it, and I said, I'm just really surprised you guys haven't, gotten intimate yet. Like, that's something you normally do, like, within just a few hours. Like, that's who you are. Like, are you shifting? Is something changing? And the response was, well, I'm just not getting the energy from my partner that I'm used to getting. I'm used to them acting a certain way, and I'm not getting that. And I feel like it's just kind of in limbo right now. And I said, okay, well, you need to talk about it. And they're like, what do you mean? How do you talk about it? Like, how do you talk about that? And I said, oh. And so I explained something, and they really enjoyed my answer, so I'm going to give it to you. When you have conversations, it's easiest and best to treat that conversation like a bank. And you are the customer, the person that wants to bring it up, and that person is the business, okay? So you walk in, you make a bunch of statements about what it is you need, what it is you want, what it is you desire, what it is you've had in the past, things you're willing to try out in the future, okay? You make a deposit of information. And then, not only while you're talking, you're obviously paying attention to their response, their body gestures, their facial expressions, any sounds or breaths they make, pay attention. And see if they're in the same place as you. Is that something they've done before? Are they comfortable with it? Is that something they can do and honor and respect and give to you? And the reason why I think it's so important to make the deposit first is because I have had loads of conversations with even just businesses, people that are friends, people I've dated, where you're like, so, what are you into? What do you like to do? And it becomes like an interrogation where that person now feels like they could answer the questions wrong. And by wrong, I mean they could then decide, after asking you, what are your hobbies? Oh, you like to go boxing? Oh, that's aggressive. I'm not going to do that. And they walk away. They can leave you because the interrogation is like a 20 questions. It's like a questionnaire to make sure you're compatible. But what you do that's so much better and so much easier and so much wiser is you make a statement, a declaration of what it is that your desires are, where you've been before, what it is that you've had, how you enjoyed it. You define what it is you've experienced. And then from there, you move into your present needs of what you want right now based on your knowledge and wisdom, some things you didn't like, some things you don't want. This is what I want now, and actually when I think about it, I am considering this in the future. You kind of move this whole storyline of where I've been, where I am, and where I'm going, and you make that statement to them, and what happens is, A, you're probably going to list off a lot of stuff. Okay, say it's 10 things. Well, during those 10 things, 6 or 7 of them they're compatible with. And they're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Out of the last, 4, 3 of them, I'm not so sure how I feel about one of those things, but 3 of them, I'm definitely willing to go and try that. It could be something like talking about restaurants. It's not complicated. But this form of communication where you make declarations to people and then you allow them to assimilate all the energy and knowledge you just gave them into their own consciousness and then come back with, oh, well, and they can go back and forth with you and there's no awkward energy. And then after that conversation is had, it's kind of up to you and how you want to lead the conversation, but I feel like once that's had, I am going to ask them, so where have you been? Where are you now? Where are you thinking about going? And kind of mixing those energies together. And I tell you, whether it be about physical intimacy or how you want to spend money and live your life, how you want to raise kids, no matter what it is, the conversation goes so much smoothly so much more smooth. Goes so much smoothly. Goes so much more smooth when you make a deposit. And I know it sounds weird to compare it to like a bank, but I mean, be literal. Imagine walking into a bank. Hi, I'd like to withdraw $10. Sure, sir. What is your account number? Oh, I don't have an account number. I just want $10. Sir, you have to open an account and put a deposit in first, right? It's really simple when you look at it that way. And communication in relationships is also that simple. It's that simple. It's not complicated. It's really, really simple. And so, overall lesson for today, make a deposit, take a withdrawal. And what was the thing we were talking about? I said A. Oh, complication, why it's so much easier. And B is because it starts a flow in the relationship. It begins this level of vulnerability, and you do it at really small things. You know, it starts out as what, you know, I really like eating sushi, and I like to go to Italian restaurants, and I do not eat beef, and blah, 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 blah. You make all these statements, right? And it's something simple, it doesn't matter, it's minuscule, and they respond back, you have a conversation, and then what's happening is that you're building trust. And I know, I'm sure it could seem weird to be building trust over something so small, but that's really what leads to the greater trust later. It's where you can have these small conversations that move into deeper conversations that at some point these people are trusting you and telling you information that is only for you. That information is only for you, and it's given to you in a present in trust that you will hold it in your heart. And it all starts with talking about food and money and kids and future and sex and, you know, I mean, for me, like, some things just kind of happen, but even how you expect, like, what you need in relationships. Like, for me, I am very into love language, the different love languages, right? There's good deeds, there's words, there's gifts, there's physical intimacy, there's, I already said words, there's a fifth one. And for me, touch and words, touch and words go a long way. Like, is money nice? Yes. Are things like chores around the house nice? Maybe. I tend to do most of the chores myself because I like doing them. It feels good. It helps me. Lucas 101. But words of encouragement, words of appreciation, and physical touch, oh my gosh, like just sitting there and touching the air sometimes is enough for people. You know, I had a woman one time that called in and goes, you know, I'm at the age now, she was in her 40s, where sex is nice. She's like, I enjoy it. She's like, but honestly, once a week is more than enough for me. The rest of the time, I just need someone to hold my hand. I need someone to put their arm around me. You know, and you have to know what your love language is and then talk to people, communicate to people about what language you speak, what energy exchange you have, because it all starts with small stuff. It all starts with the small stuff. Building trust. And so anyway, I'm doing great today. I worked this morning, and I'm so glad that this energy came up after work, and a friend called me. Like I said, guys, this is the Psychic Chronicles. It's me taking my life of what people come to me wanting and giving it to you. You're benefiting from this. It's true. And so I want to thank all you guys for watching my channel. I really do enjoy making these videos. They're all spur of the moment. I mean, this one kind of popped up while I was driving home, and as soon as I'd forgotten about it, and as soon as I walked in the door, as I'm putting the camera away from recording videos this morning for dance, I was like, oh, communication. Right, how to do it. Go do it now. So these are all fresh. They're unscripted. Like, this is just coming out of my mouth. Well, it's like coming from like here and here. I'm not sure I'm actually doing any of it. I think I'm just channeling it all. Y'all are so awesome. I really appreciate you. Click subscribe, click like, share with your friends. It's okay.